Hi everyone! Today I have a project share for you. I'm going to share with you a summer themed insert that I created when I went to my friend's virtual event, which was Mandy's Sandbox gathering. So first I'm going to show you kind of my setup in this little TN that I have. This card and this little clip is from my friend Aisha. She is Beauty with the Plan. And she sent me this. Is really cute. It has glitter on it. Can you tell that the white is a little glittery? And I loved this hot pink, but I didn't know if this debossed sentiment really went with what I was doing. So I just wanted to cover that up. And then I have a little bit of decorative stuff over here. I have another clip that she made me. And then right now, this particular insert is holding my projects from this spring and into summer 2020. So I will just start, and I'm not going to show you the other inserts. Maybe I'll show them eventually, but some of them have a little bit left to finish. This was my spring stuff, so it talked about the things that my family was doing while we were having our stay-at-home time. This is a more private insert. This is just mostly writing, very little decoration of some of the world events going on at the time. And then this is the insert I'm going to share with you. This particular journaling card is also from my friend Aisha, and it also has glitter in the writing. And I just thought that it went really well with the cover paper that I chose because the little pineapple has sunglasses on. I just thought it was a cute combo. And I made this particular traveler's notebook and I'll show you the inside. So this is from, like I said, my friend Mandy. She started up a online sort of, her theme is to gather everyone, to be crafty and to have community. And so this was her sort of more formal big kickoff event. So every day there was a selfie challenge, there was a this or that, which was a question, and there was also a journaling prompt. So I wrote a little bit about it, and then these things came off of the free printable. So I wanted to just use these you know, part of this thing that she gave to all of the participants. And then for just like a fun, I don't do a lot of interactive things because my kids are often looking through my stuff, but I thought this would be a fun way. I added this little pocket, and then so I could refer back to the prompts, I put them on these sheets, and I just thought it was a fun way to have them all listed. And it was just another chance for me to add something cute and decorative to my traveler's notebook insert. So what I mean was I made this particular traveler's notebook. This is a single-sided sheet of paper, and I liked it because it's from a paper pad. This one is by American Crafts, and because it is of cardstock weight single-sided pattern paper, I can stamp without any show through or bleed through. But then I also alternated in some double-sided pattern paper. This is from a really old collection by K & Company. And then I also added in some plain white sheets, and then I think I also have some lined paper in. So it's kind of a mixed paper sort of deal. So this first day we had our first selfie challenge, and depending on what it was or how inspired I was, I made this traveler's notebook long enough for me to have plenty of room to devote as little or as many pages as I wanted to. So this one I really liked my picture, and I really like how the sunglasses, and we have like a little sun icon. It kind of looks like he's taking a picture. And then I just Googled quotes about sunglasses, and that's how this all came together. Then I put my date on it. And then on this day, the question, the this or that question was pool or beach. So you can just answer pool or beach. You don't have to make, you know, a spread. But I just thought it would be fun to use up some of my stickers and be creative. I was using this as a creative outlet since we aren't going as many places this summer. We didn't go on a formal vacation and that kind of thing. I just still wanted to play with all of my summery cute stickers and stuff, and this was a way to be able to do that. And I looked through my photo stash, and I actually do have a lot of extra photos that I didn't end up using from past projects, so I just found a photo that kind of went with my prompt. And so that's what I did here. I just talk about how much I like living by the Great Lakes and how I enjoy living by the ocean. And I put a picture of my kids. And since it's not a current picture from this year, I just make sure I date anything that I put in that is older. And on the next day, we had this question, and I have 3 friends that I'm going to list here. I wrote it in my sort of catch-all, just kind of memo pad of what I wanted to write here. And I have done 2 of the things that I wanted to do, but I didn't want to write it in here before I shared, because I didn't want to put my, my friends' names and stuff out in public. So that's why I haven't filled this in yet, but I really like how this, and this was from a free printable. And I will either put on the screen or link below if I can, when I get the information for that. And so this was places I want to go. And so I was thinking, sometimes it's like the beach or someplace local, but I was thinking about on this particular day about how much I would love to take my kids back to show them California, where my husband and I lived as newlyweds. So we look like babies in these pictures. So these are just 2 extra pictures. I happen to have extra copies on hand, so I just went ahead and I added those in. And then for this day, we had our, the question was baseball or sun hat. And then I also, the selfie was your favorite hat, selfie. And so even though I say I normally am wearing a baseball hat, my picture is actually of me in my beach hat, my vacation hat, because I like this hat for the summertime, because if I really only wear it when I'm traveling, and I love to be on day trips. So I just, that's kind of 2 combined in one spread. And then the next question was road trip or cruise. And I love going on cruises. I've only been on 2 cruises. I've been on 2 Disney cruises. They were amazing. I don't go on them in the summer, but it's always warm enough to wear summery clothes when we're there. As you can see, this time we were there in the spring, and I think the last time we went sort of in like the end of February, beginning of March. And but we go on a lot more road trips, especially in the summertime. So if I go by what I go the most on, it's definitely road trips. So I just thought it'd be fun to put these pictures up showing us on our latest road trip, big road trip. This was kind of a cross country. We drove all the way out to Colorado and New Mexico to show my daughter where she was born. And this was from our latest cruise that we went on. And then, like I said, I just decorated it up. And this day, I think it was our favorite summer activity selfie, and I didn't have a picture this year of us doing a family road trip, so I just used one from last year. And this is when we were in one of my favorite places to go in New Mexico, because we used to live right by it, and my husband and I could go there for day trips and just go on hikes. So that was really, really fun. And then these, the prompt this day was things I want to do this summer, and so I just broke it into like 3 categories and kind of wrote them down here. And then this one is favorite summer drink selfie, and I did take this one on that day, and I just went to town decorating it. And I just, this was like coffee and all my journaling stuff, all my favorite things. And then I'll show you, as you can see, how I did a 5 pamphlet hole stitch to bind this particular album. When I'm working on it, I don't bind it. I do not stitch my I do not stitch my traveler's notebook inserts together. Usually I wait until I am done, so that it is easier for me to stamp and decorate the pages, because I can remove them. And since I work on them, I just leave them in my traveler's notebook. This band will usually hold all of your pages in place until you want to stitch it, but I do really like the option of being able to remove it. So that's why I do, when I am all done, I do stitch it, and then I usually will cover the seam with some kind of washi tape just to make the ends look neater and just to reinforce that spine again. I wish I'd picked a more opaque yellow, but it is what it is. But as you can see, once you are done and you stitch it together, you don't have to worry about your pages shifting around. So anyway, that's this entry. And then this entry, I had a really fun time using all of my little food stickers. I just had a great time. I love how this came out. I just kind of tried to break it up into sort of topics that I was talking about, and I just added a bunch of stickers. And since this side is very busy pattern and this side is busy, I didn't do a lot, except what I did was I just wrapped this piece of paper that I was using as a journaling spot. I just wrapped it right around here. And this is actually from a notebook, because I like to use stationery to make it easier for my reading to stand out. So this was favorite summer dessert, and this day, boy, down in the basement again. I thought I had picked a better spot for my ring light, but okay, now you can see everything without the ring light reflecting. This is my favorite summer dessert. It's my favorite because I don't have to make it, and it is very easily accessible. We have a Dairy Queen downtown. We live in a small town. It's very easy to get to, and you know, a lot of times we're driving through downtown to do various things, like go to the library, go for a walk on our local trail. It's easy to be down there and just say, hey, let's stop in for Dairy Queen. So I just love Dairy Queen Blizzards. My favorite flavor is Butterfinger. I tried a couple different flavors this summer, and each time I tried a different flavor, I was like, not as good as Butterfinger. So I should just probably stick with Butterfinger. But I made a special trip on the actual day, on the 18th, to make sure I had the perfect picture for today. It was a great excuse to go get a blizzard with my daughter. And then this was our question for the day. I do occasionally like to switch things up and turn things around. I did that with another entry. I think you saw the one about what I like to do or want to do with my friends. I decorated it this way because I really wanted to use this big die cut from, this was a free printable from Illustrated Faith. That's who that's from. I couldn't remember the first time. So I really wanted to use this beautiful die cut because it's summery, because they look like they're at the beach. So I did turn it on its side for that, and then I turned it and I did both entries on the side for this entry for this or that. So it's water slide or lazy river. I feel like I could use a little more decoration, but I was just kind of like, done. Sometimes done is better than perfect. And so this is Summer Media, and she had talked about 3 different categories. I love going to the movie theater. There are no movie theaters open right now, so I just talked about movies that I want to see that were supposed to come out in the summer, but that have changed their date. So I put their projected release dates, and I forgot to add, we really wanted to go see New Mutants. Like, had that made it to the movie theater, I'm sure I would have taken my daughter to see that. So it's just a fun little snapshot of what you were kind of doing during the summer. And then that was kind of the last one. There was a bonus prompt, but I didn't do it. I think I might put it on the last page as my closing, but I haven't done it yet. And so I took a picture the following week. I happened to be at the bookstore, which was like my first time in a bookstore since March. I was getting my mom's birthday present, so that's why we all ventured out. And I just talked about how this is a weird summer. Normally I do a whole traveler's notebook with like insert kind of thing, or a mini book, like a 6x8 mini book. I usually do some sort of summer documenting. That's all of our summer adventures, and sometimes it ends up in, you know, 2 inserts or one really thick insert with lots of tip-ins because we do so much. But you know, this was a different summer. So on the following pages, I have designated one sort of like spread. This is a spread, like both sides equal a spread. I've left a spread, I planned it out so that I would have a spread for a summary of things we did in June, July, and August, and then I kind of have the last page blank. So I might either do our back to school picture or do that bonus entry that Mandy gave us. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that my summer documentation, you know, thanks to Mandy, she gave me something that I could work on this summer. I could use all my fun summer stuff. You know, even though this was the week of the 14th to the 18th of July, perfectly honest, I did not finish this until August. I was taking a lot of notes in just like a regular sort of B6 notebook. I just take notes and stuff in it, and it's not a creative project. I'll show it to you actually. Okay, so this is what I keep. This actually wasn't what I was using in the summertime. I've already switched over to fall, but I have this ongoing B6-ish sized notepad, and I just I don't want to show it to you because it has like a lot of personal stuff in it, but it's just like quick notes, and I will often change color depending on what season, just to like visually show myself where I've switched. And as we were doing the actual online virtual event, if I had something that I knew I wanted to write about and I wanted to remember what my thinking was when that was happening, like this entry about what to do with my friends, I would write it in the notebook that I kept in my summer cover. This is my cover for back to school. Get it? Haha, we're going back to Hogwarts. Anyway, this is what I'm using in the fall. So I will take notes during the online event, and then I will make it into a more decorative, visually appealing entry as I have time, because when I am creating, I'm using my favorite supplies, but I want to really like what I create, so I don't want to feel rushed, and that is that. So one of the reasons I was excited to be sharing this now is because in about a week from now, my friend is going to have, let me see if I can get this out of my friend is going to have another event. This is going to be the Back to School Crafty Bash, and it is going to be September 14th. So that is 1 week from today, because it is Labor Day in the US today. And it is going to be filled with all sorts of really fun things. Here's like a little bit of a description about it. You can pause if you want to. I will put a link to her Instagram post about it. It's a free event. There's going to be challenges again. Sometimes it's nice to just have someone direct you and tell you what to write about, or just to spark those memories in your mind. So she said there's going to be this or that questions, selfie challenges, journal prompts, some craft alongs that you can choose to attend, story time, and so much more. And it just sounds like a lot of fun. So if you are looking for something to do next week that's going to kick off on the 14th, and you don't have to be in school. It's a lot about journaling about our memories of school. And Mandy is a great cheerleader and a great team leader for crafty activities. So, just so you know, the other ladies who do these challenges with her, not all of them do traveler's notebooks. They do a lot of different forms of documenting and memory keeping. So don't feel you have to be a traveler's notebooker to participate. There's ladies who do junk journals, who do scrapbooking. Maybe there might even be some ladies who will add this into their planner. So, check it out, and you can just follow along if you want to. And I would love to see you there. And if you do end up joining, make sure you say hi to me and tell me that you saw my video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys really soon. Bye.